Hey guys, it's Rhomadudes here, and today I'm going to be dropping a beginner's tutorial on how to get good at Bridge Duel. You probably think, why am I watching this tutorial? It's because not only am I the best player on the tier list, but I have the most wins and the most experience in this game. Please make sure to subscribe, as when I hit the 150 subscribers, I'm going to be dropping a more in-depth advanced tutorial which includes things like advanced game sense and bypassing, and other tips and tricks that you won't normally find in this video. Alright, so the controls are right click to block sword just like in Minecraft, left control to unlock your cursor so you can click things, left shift to sneak, and F5 or R to toggle third person. Odd clicking is strictly not allowed. If you're coming from Roblox Bed Wars, you might start to auto click and think it's allowed, but it's not. Also, the block placement is just like Minecraft, so if you're coming from Roblox Bed Wars or Sky Wars, you're gonna have to adapt. So you can see we got different types of game modes here. We got Bed Wars, Bridge, Basic, Boxing. But this video is gonna be about Bridge. Let me know in the comments if you can want other tutorials and other game modes, because I'm also very good at them. First things first, you're gonna want decent settings. I already released a settings video. It's on my channel. It's called Best Player League's Best Settings. But a quick overview is have a decent FOV around 95, which should do fine. All of these things are purely aesthetic. You can change them to whatever you want. My crosshair image is also in my other video. Fill color is also aesthetics. But this one, make sure to have show hitboxes on and projectile hitboxes on, as you can see where the player is and where your bow shot goes. Debug mode only shows you red crosshairs when you hit someone, so you can tell if it registered or not. And keystrokes is also optional, but you can see your keystrokes on the top of the screen, so you can turn that on if you want. Lastly, Roblox settings. I use 240 FPS, 0.086 cents. This is a little bit low, but you can change it if you want. I use 800 DPI, and graphics quality, it doesn't have to be at the max. You can set it to between 2 and 4. Alright, now we're going to be hopping in a bridge game, so all you gotta do is just press E to join and hop in a solos game. Alright, so the first thing you're going to even want to do is just pre-gap. Pre-gapping gives you an extra 20 health before you even exit the cage, and it just gives you an extra health advantage before you even start the game. The next thing you want to do is also pre-bow. If you manage to hit your pre-bow just like this, then you'll already be at a 45 health advantage, meaning you can get 2 hits less and you will still win the mid-fight. Of course, not every player is good at this when they first start, so a good way to practice would go into the practice modes area and use pre-bow practice. It allows you to choose maps and lets you practice pre-bowing. In order to be good at Bridge Duel, you're going to need a decently high CPS mouse, and most players use butterfly click method. It's where you use 2 fingers and you tap the same button at the same time, or not the same time, alternating like this. It can get really high CPS, and a lot of scrim players use it, including me. PvP is also another factor that affects the bridge, and high CPS is kind of a requirement for that. But as well as aim, you need to know how to have good aim. This can be done by isolating your PvP, like playing matches in boxing, or maybe even basic, because that includes block placements. If you're bad at PvP, there's also another thing you can do. It's called bypassing, where you just build on the side of the wall and go in like that. It's quite literally made for non-PvP mains, and it allows you to get an easy goal without having to fight. Additionally, you want to use bows to start combos sometimes. This is going to be a little bit more advanced, but when you're bypassing and you don't have cover for yourself, they can just easily hit you off. For example, you just get hit off like that. What you can do is bypass and build a little bit of cover for yourself, so that way it's easier for yourself to get into the goal. Since you don't want them to score, you're going to want to defend them from scoring. Usually you can do this by being aggressive and just jumping on them, like this. But sometimes, for defending, if someone is playing a little bit more advanced, aka they use head hitters, you're going to want to be a little bit more careful since you don't want them to pass you. You want to mind blocks and try to aggro them, but if they pass you and they succeed in doing that, you're going to want to avoid so that you can have a chance to fight them again and make sure they don't score. Now we're getting to the harder parts. If you're playing against a more advanced player, you can make a wall, also known as a hippo. This is the correct way to do it from top to bottom. I'll do it slowly. And you fill in the rest like this. I see a lot of people just spamming blocks, but that does not work as well since there's going to be a lot of fools and it's easier to get through. When you're comboing someone, make sure to jump and move around so that it's harder for them to hit you. Although I didn't show it in Bridge, it's much easier to show it in Basic Fight. Blocking is also an important part of Bridge Duel, as you take less damage and less KB. So when you're about to score a goal, you should block, because you take less KB and less damage. Since a lot of goals are going to be decided on racing whoever gets to the goal first, a good way to know if you're going to win a race or not is whoever is further past this white line. If you are ahead of the white line and your opponent is not, that is a good race. But if your opponent is beyond the white line and you are not, that is a bad race and you should avoid. If you want to get better, you have to play better players, and a good way to do this is by playing ranked, which is unlocked at level 5, so make sure you get to level 5 first, as well as join the Screams community, link is down below, so you can face other Screams players and get better. You can also get tier tested, and you can know what you need to improve on. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe so that I can drop the advanced tutorial soon, and let me know what I should make next.